Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the rolling hills of a distant land, there lived a young woman named Suki. Suki had a heart filled with love, but like many of us, she experienced the pain of a broken heart. Her beloved, a kind and gentle man named Raj, had left the village to seek his fortune in a faraway city. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Suki's heart grew heavy with sadness. She missed Raj deeply, and the pain of their separation seemed unbearable. She spent her days lost in thoughts of what could have been, replaying the beautiful moments they had shared together. One day, as she sat beneath a towering Bodhi tree on the outskirts of the village, an old monk named Bhante approached her. He had a peaceful presence and a gentle smile that seemed to radiate warmth and compassion. "Why do you look so sad, dear Suki?" Bhante asked, his voice as soothing as a gentle breeze. Suki sighed, her eyes filled with tears. "I miss Raj so much. My heart aches, and I don't know how to heal it." Bhante sat down beside her and spoke softly. "Suki, I understand your pain. The human heart is like a delicate flower, capable of great love, but also vulnerable to suffering. Let me share a teaching from the Buddha that may help you heal." Suki listened attentively as Bhante continued. "The Buddha taught us that suffering is an inherent part of life, just as the petals of a flower are an integral part of its beauty. But suffering is not permanent, just as the flower's petals eventually fall away. In your heartache, remember the impermanence of all things." Suki nodded, wiping away her tears. "But how can I find peace in this moment of suffering?" Bhante smiled kindly and said, "You can find solace through mindfulness. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, like a caring friend. When you are mindful, you become aware of the pain, but you also realize that it is not your entire being. You are more than your suffering." Suki practiced mindfulness as Bhante advised, and gradually she began to feel a sense of peace and clarity within herself. She realized that her thoughts about Raj were just that, thoughts. They were not the entirety of her existence. Moreover, Bhante continued, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and love that you would offer to a dear friend. Your heart deserves the gentle touch of compassion during times of sorrow. Suki nodded, and over time, she learned to be kind to herself, acknowledging that healing took time and self-care. As the seasons passed, Suki's heartache began to fade, like the passing of clouds in the sky. She understood that her love for Raj was a beautiful part of her life's journey, and though he was no longer with her, the love remained in her heart. One day, Suki and Bhante sat beneath the Bodhi tree once more. Suki smiled, feeling a deep sense of inner peace. "Thank you, Bhante. Your wisdom has helped me heal my broken heart." Bhante patted her hand gently and replied, "Remember, dear Suki, the journey to healing is a path we all must walk at some point in our lives. Embrace the impermanence of suffering, practice mindfulness, and be kind to yourself. In doing so, you will find the strength to heal and rediscover the joy in your heart." And so, Suki's heart, once broken, was now whole again, illuminated by the wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. She realized that healing was a process, and in that process, she found not only solace, but also a deeper understanding of herself and the world around her.